This video is to share with you about the green belt in your Slides Ninja Badge. So remember throughout this video to stop at any time and complete the steps and then come back. I don't know why I didn't think of this in the other slides, but this time I'm actually gonna highlight this section and copy these steps and then come over to my slideshow that I started in the white belt, and I'm just gonna paste my steps on a slide so I can stop going back and forth. Go ahead and pause this video to paste these steps. Step 1 here says to add 3 shapes to a slide. So I actually might even drag my directions over to this gray space so it's out of my way and I have more workspace. And now I'm going to do step 1, which is to add 3 shapes. So shapes, and I'm just going to do circles just for ease. So here's my one shape. I'm going to copy and paste this, but you could enter those shapes however you know how. So there are my 3 shapes. Step 2 says to arrange the shapes so they are aligned top and distributed evenly. Whew, that sounds tough, but it's actually so simple. So I'm going to go ahead and select my 3 shapes. There's a lot of ways to select if you don't know. Just play around. So I've got my 3 shapes. And then I'm going to choose Arrange, Align, and look at all our options. The directions say to align them top. Look at that. Now they're all lined up at the top. And then the next step said to distribute evenly. So I'm going to select these 3 again. Whoops. I don't need you, text box, so I'm going to delete you by getting my crosshairs over the top on the blue. Select the 3, arrange, distribute, and I'm going to try and see if it's supposed to be horizontally. Oh, perfect. Now those are evenly distributed, so it looks a little cleaner. Go ahead and stop the video and do steps 1 and 2. All right, step 3 says to add a rectangle behind the 3 shapes. And then there's a little tip to use arrange. Okay, so I'm gonna add my triangle. And you can use the shape, or remember it's under insert shape. Not a triangle, a rectangle, rectangle. And just for fun, I think I'm gonna change the color. Oh, we can't see the color. So I'm going to 2 finger tap since my icon isn't showing up and see if I can find our color. Where is it? It's right behind this creating images. Darn it. Okay, so I won't change the color. Oh, geez. Yes, I will. Here it is. Fill color. I'm going to just choose purple. And as you can note now, this is on top of my circles. And the directions tell me to use arrange to put the rectangle behind. So when I select my rectangle here, I can either choose arrange or I can use a shortcut key and choose send to back. Now my circles are layered on top. So I've changed the order. Go ahead and pause the video to do that. Step 4 now says group the 3 shapes in the triangle. So grouping is a great thing to do whenever you are creating any sort of design that somebody else might be working with. Sorry about that. I clicked something and we got out of there, but my slides are right there. And I'm going to go back down to my last slide where my rectangles and slides are, and I'm on step 4. So to group, there's all sorts of ways, but this is what I like to do. I like to select my circles and my rectangle just by dragging over the top, And then I think it's under Arrange, or you can use shortcut keys, and you press Group. What this does that's so handy is now whenever I move this, it all stays together. So go ahead and stop and group your shapes. Step 5 here, if we look at it, says press present to see how your slideshow looks. And then it says to just explore with the options. I'm going to see if you can just do that on your own. There are 2 ways to present. Now it says add 2 things you learned about present mode to your slide. So I could put these on shapes, or I could just write 2 things I learned about present mode are. And again, I'm not going to write my thoughts because I want to know yours. Good job on